All right, welcome to the special edition of the Never Yield Podcast Live. This is only our second live. Okay. Um, Obviously, when Ryan Silverfield was hired, that was our first one. So we may have we may have some technical difficulties here, but hopefully we get it rolling pretty smooth sailing. We only go live for monumentous occasions here on
That's
the Never
right.
Yield podcast, and we feel like winning an SEC championship bracket release for March Madness, Andrew. We feel like this is a monumentous, great day to be a Razorback. Only our second SEC championship in the history of Arkansas basketball. So before we dig into all the excitement and break down the bracket and talk about the game beating Vandy today, just overall thoughts and feelings and emotions right now.
Oh yeah, dude. It's a great Sunday, wild Sunday for a multitude of reasons. Bear with us on the live. Bear with me. I'm running on no sleep with a 5 day old child now at home. So going from man to zone, and then 82 degrees yesterday. Had a blizzard out my window earlier today. So
Same, same.
just insane Sunday today. So and that's on top of just Arkansas winning a baseball series against a top 10 team. And then we're all in March Madness, which is, as we've said on the podcast, the most wonderful time of the year in the sports world. So just crazy. Yeah, haven't won. There's only Arkansas's second SEC championship in basketball. 26 years, 2000. So you and I were 12 or not even
Yeah,
12 yet.
yeah, yeah.
And so yeah, long time coming.
Like
So
Teddy Gibson and Brandon Dean, and I don't. I'm just
Brandon
trying
Dean,
to.
Joe Johnson was a
Yep,
freshman.
JoJo. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Larry Satchel, I think, was on that team.
yeah.
Denisio Gomez
Denicio
was on that team.
Gomez. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
what would the
Blake
score
Edmond.
have been in that game against today's team? That'd be one to figure out.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Yeah, good times. As people start to trickle in here, leave us a comment, leave us something, a question, a comment. We'll get to it live as we start digging into the weeds. We won't be here super long, but we thought this is a great opportunity for a live. So, first things first, before we dig into the game itself, or the actually the whole SEC tournament, we'll talk about it all. Arkansas pulls a 4 seed. March Madness. They'll play Thursday. I guess now it's at 3:30. They just changed the time. We'll get into that. How that
Okay.
all worked. I feel like that's only a Cal thing. I feel like Cal gave a phone call to the committee and is like, "Hey, you're sending me out to Portland already, making me play on Thursday and not Friday. Don't make me play the 11 a.m. game over there." And he got it changed.
They had us at
But
11 a.m.
yeah, well,
in
Portland
Portland.
time. Yeah, 1 o'clock our time. Yeah,
I
and
figured we'd have
so
been a night game for sure.
you would think, right? Especially playing today and having the shortest turnaround. Like
Right.
that's BS. But we'll get into all that here in a minute. Um, Hogs draw Hawaii. Okay, so they get off the 5 seed line. That's something we've been just screaming for. Is that they should be a 4 seed. They still had to win today to get the 4 seed because they were the last 4 seed, and Vandy was a 5. So I think the winner of this game was indeed the 4 and 5 is how that would have turned out. But they get the 4 seed, they get shipped to Portland. Not ideal, especially when you got Missouri, a 10 seed. They're playing in St. Louis.
I know.
Kentucky, a 7. They're going to St. Louis. Vandy is going to Oklahoma City. Texas A&M, a 10 seed, is going to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Whatever, make it make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. So obviously, Hawaii. We, I'm not going to sit here and act like I've watched a bunch of Hawaii basketball. um, there was a time and day back in college when I would stay up all night and watch some midnight Hawaii hoops. But it's not in this era. I don't know much about Hawaii, but I can tell you this: initial reaction is it could have been this just naturally feels like a really good matchup. Could have been a lot worse, especially if we were a 5 playing a 12. Um, thoughts about Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm in the boat with you that I don't know anything about Hawaii basketball. Didn't know they were going to be a tournament team. That's Hawaii's not one that I feel like I've filled out on a lot of brackets, but we had talked about that we didn't want to play some of these same teams. That it feels like we get matched up a lot with the same teams. Your North Carolinas, your Kansases, your Texas Tech, those teams, and don't know that we've ever played Hawaii. So
yeah,
it'll be fun in that regard. And yeah, so
here's what I know about Hawaii. They're 24-8. Okay, they finished second in their league with a 14-6 conference record.
Is that still the WAC?
No, well, initially, so I went in and I looked at the Mountain West because I didn't know. Because like in football, I'm 95% sure they're in the Mountain West Conference.
Okay.
Just because of NCAA football, like in our dynasty league, Mountain West is our dynasty league, and Hawaii's in.
Okay.
And so I went looked at Mountain West. I was like, no, they're not in the Mountain West. So I went to the West Coast, so like Gonzaga and them, and they're not in it. And then I finally found them. They're in the Big West, the Big West. So they had to beat Cal State Fullerton and UC Irvine. They beat UC Irvine in the championship game.
The Anteaters?
The Anteaters
took down the Anteaters?
They did. The Anteaters won the league.
Okay.
They did not win the conference tournament.
I'll tell you this, back when NCAA March Madness was a game, I took the UC Irvine job and took them to the tournament. Just that's probably the only reason I know that they're the Anteaters.
Yeah,
but
why not? So they've played 2 Power 4 teams. They've only played 2 Power 4 teams all year. The first one was Oregon. Oregon beat them 60-59. So Oregon only beat them by 1. Remind you, this is not the Oregon that we're used to. This Oregon finished, I think, second to last in the Big Ten. They were awful this year. Terrible.
Yeah.
And then they lost to Arizona State, it looks like, 83-76. And once again, Arizona State's not very good. They just fired Bobby Hurley, the worst of the 2 brothers when it comes to coaching. Probably the better of the 2 brothers when it comes to human beings.
Exactly.
But that's the only 2 major Power 4 opponents they've played.
Okay.
So obviously, initial reactions is, they finished second in their league. They haven't seen anything like they'll see athletic-wise from what the Hogs will throw to them. They definitely ain't seen a Darius Acuff. They probably haven't seen a Trevor Brazile type athlete. Or they probably haven't seen a Malik Thomas. Definitely not a Billy Richmond athlete.
Right.
And so surely we'll be able to overwhelm them. When we release our normal pod on Tuesday, we'll have a little more information on Hawaii. But a quick Twitter search, someone said that Hawaii starts a 7-footer and like a 6'10", a 6'9", a 6'8", and a 6'4". Like they're huge. Like they're like the second longest team in the country. Someone said, in terms of height.
Fantastic.
So, take that for what it's worth. They're one of the worst teams in the country offensively. I think they were I saw they're worse than like in the bottom 100 in the country, like 200 something offensive efficiency. But they're fairly good defensively, like compared to who they're playing,
Yeah.
But they really struggle to score apparently. So, but yeah, the size thing, I mean, initially you would think that may give the Hogs some issues, but I mean, you still got to be good. You still got to be able to function. Especially as fast as we play, getting up and down in transition, just run them big dudes to death,
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first initial impressions.
Yeah. I mean, feels like you're in the tournament, so anything can happen. Obviously, we've seen the craziest things unfold, but on the 4 line, playing a 13, then this is a game, one of those games that we talked about. You should just go take care of business. You should be better than them body to body, man to man. So
Yeah,
this should be like a go take care of business game. So we'll see.
Yeah, agreed. Marcus Carlton, quite a weekend for the Hogs. Wu Pig Sui, arguably like quite a weekend for the university as a whole. I mean, when you count obviously winning the SEC tournament, taking 2 out of 3 in baseball from the number 3 team in the country, winning an indoor national championship in track, like it's a really really good weekend for the Hogs. So yeah, I agree, Marcus. Man, and I'm the basketball guy, so like this just dude, this is just awesome. Like I'm so excited right now. As much as this team has drove us nuts. But everybody's like, oh, they had a cakewalk schedule. They got Ole Miss and they got OU and Ole Miss instead of playing A&M and Alabama and Florida. They got OU, Ole Miss, and Vandy. Okay, first of all, there's some truth to that.
Well, yeah, the tournament set up.
But OU, you got to think about it. OU was a bubble team. That's a more dangerous team than A&M because they're playing for their season.
Absolutely.
And the same thing with Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And here's the deal with the Ole Miss game. Ole Miss beat Texas. Guess what? Tournament team. Then they beat Georgia. Tournament team.
Mm-hmm.
Then they beat Alabama. 4 seed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any. I mean, we did something that 3 other tournament teams couldn't do.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Beard coach team in March is going to be scary no matter what the regular season said they were. So, I mean, we still had the most teams of any conference in the tournament and had the 2 next 4 out or the next 2 out of the tournament were SEC teams. So, I mean, dang near could have had 12 in the field. So, despite the conference having a down year from last year,
supposedly,
still could have had 12 teams out of 16 in the tournament. We got 10 in, and still the most of
then
anybody.
You're like, oh, you got Vandy instead of Florida. Vandy just beat Tennessee twice in 1 week. Then they beat Florida by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Just spanked Florida. And so, I mean, and we all know the metrics of love Vandy all year. Like Vandy's been ahead of us all year. Here's the deal. We beat Vandy twice by double digits. We had a better conference record than them. We beat Louisville and we beat Texas Tech out of conference. They didn't beat anybody that good in non-conference. And for some reason, the metrics still loved them. The metrics still like Vandy more than us. But guess what? The committee did not. So that's all that matters. But yeah, man, you just play who's in front of you. And I'm telling you, being a former coach, it's scarier playing a hungry, desperate team like OU or Ole Miss than it is a team that's already, maybe more talented or more skilled, like an Alabama. But they know they're going to the tournament no matter what. It's hard to beat desperate teams who are playing for their season.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, anyways, Hogs, go through SEC champs. Like I said, we'll get to that in just a minute. Let's talk about this bracket for a second. So the 4-1 seeds, you have Florida, Michigan, Duke, and Arizona. And I was saying the whole time, obviously, you don't want to see Florida again. Just a bad matchup for us.
Yeah. Don't want to see Duke.
Michigan was the exact same as Florida. Like they're just huge. Their front line is arguably as good or better than Florida's. And we know that, as good as Pringle played today and how we don't want to play that type of front line. Duke, been there, done that. You got obviously the National Player of the Year, in Cam Boozer, the number 1 overall seed. You just, even though they may not be as good as on the front line as Florida or Michigan, you don't want to play Duke. And now listen, Arizona's loaded. Let's not make any mistakes about it. Yeah. Arizona is dang good.
Yeah.
They're what and 2, 30-2, 31,
32 and 2.
32-2. And I mean, their only losses are Texas Tech beat them when they had Toppin, and then Kansas beat them at Kansas. And so, they beat Houston twice. They beat Iowa State 2 or 3 times. I mean, yeah, this team is loaded. And so Arizona may be like the best team of
Right.
them all, but I still, in terms of matchups, it's all about
Yeah.
matchups.
That's
Like,
what I said is
it's all about matchups.
yeah.
And
Arizona may be the best. You said it. They may be the best team, but I think it's the best matchup for us. It's our best chance of getting to the Elite Eight. We'll say that. If we had to play as a 4 seed, I think I was talking to somebody earlier. I was like, of those 4 ones, that's the one I would want to play. So if I had
to choose one, I mean,
yeah,
obviously Arizona is really good, and they probably beat us 8 out of 10. But Jay Billis said it best. If there's one guy that can put a team on his back and just say, "Let's go win a natty," it's Darius Acuff. And so, you may not feel good about it when you match up with Arizona, but you got a fighting puncher's chance because you got Darius Acuff on your team. And we've done it before. We were a 4 seed, and we beat Gonzaga. Just 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And so, it can definitely be done. And I'm not saying it's going to happen. Obviously, we got to beat Hawaii. Then we got to beat Wisconsin. But this is what you do in the tournament. You look ahead. You map out, best case scenario and all that.
Or High Point. They got the longest win streak in the country.
High Point. And so I was talking about Arizona first. Now we'll talk about our matchup in the round of 32. Wisconsin and High Point. Once again, you look at the 5 seeds. St. John's is rolling right now. And I just knew the committee was going to want to give us another Calipari, Rick Pitino round 2, like for TV. And I'm so happy they didn't. Happy they didn't. But St. John's is rolling right now as a 5 seed. Obviously, you wouldn't play Vandy. They're a 5 seed. And then the other 5 seed is Texas Tech. So you could have got a top list Texas Tech. Wisconsin's good. Wisconsin's really good. They beat Michigan at Michigan. One of Michigan's 3 losses this year is Wisconsin. But let's see. So they lost to Michigan by 3 in the Big Ten tournament. They beat Illinois. They beat Purdue, who just won the Big Ten tournament. They got a bad loss at Oregon. I'm not sure what that was all about. Loss at Ohio State. They beat Illinois again. They beat Michigan State by 19 or by 21. Okay, so Wisconsin ain't no slack. Okay.
Yeah.
But once again, I don't know a ton about Wisconsin. I've watched them a little bit, but it's your typical 5 matchup. You're gonna play a good 4 or 5 seed, in that second round, and it's your typical 5 seed who's, it's probably gonna be a 2 or 3 point spread game. Probably the Hogs favored by 2 or 3, and it's gonna come down the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. That's what happens in those games. So, all things considered, I like our little quadrant. You just got to look at your little quadrant. We've talked about that. Your first and second round game, get to the second weekend and see what happens. I think all things considered, outside of us being in Portland, all things considered, I feel like we got in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, if you're looking at the bracket as a whole, I would probably take our region over any other region, to be honest. Purdue's playing good of late, but
I still am not scared of Purdue at all.
Yeah, I think they will probably advance. Gonzaga's not a.
If you got to the Elite 8, would you rather play a 2 seed Purdue or a 2 seed Houston?
Correct. Yeah. I wouldn't want to play UConn. I wouldn't want to play Houston and
Iowa State.
Iowa State. They're. It's not your typical Iowa State team. They're better than I think they'll make it further than normal. So, BYU's banged up. Gonzaga's not your typical Gonzaga team. I'll take our region over any. I'm with you. Other than the Portland thing, I like where we're sitting in our region. So. And again, we could get beat by anybody on any given day, but if you're, just as a enthusiastic Razorback fan looking at the bracket. You're looking at your team and matchups and stuff. And I'll give away a secret here on the live of how I felt my brackets. So so clip this one as a reel or whatever, but I'm gonna give secrets out for you to win your bracket challenge. Is when I'm going through these matchups and I'm having a hard time picking between two teams, or I'm looking at just matchups with my team. I'm looking at, all right, who's the better coach of the two teams, and or does one of the teams have a what Dick Vitale would call a PTP, a primetime player, on the roster that like Jay Billis talked about Darius Acuff? Is this somebody that can put the team on the back? Is it a Shabazz Napier type guy? Is it a Steph Curry, a Davidson? Do they have one of those guys that's just elite that is going to go out and is going to, Darius Acuff on a bad night, the worst night he could have, is going to get 21, 23 points. He's still going to get 20. And he's going to he's going to vacuum in the defense and kick out like he was doing today. He was just, Jay Billis called him gravity today, where defenders were just on him. He was dishing out. Luckily, Wagner, Brazil, Richmond, they were hitting threes today. So if they could do that,
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so 13 seeds. Here's who the other 13 seeds are. Obviously, Hawaii, Kansas got Cal Baptist. Okay. I need a mid-major expert in here. Cal Baptist, 25-8, 13-5. Looks like they were about the same as Hawaii.
First time ever. First time on the field.
Okay, so maybe some some luck there, some beginner's luck. First tournament appearance.
There's a couple too. There was who was the other school that Queens.
Yeah, Queens barely beat UCA. UCA had them beat, and UCA would have got in.
Yeah.
Alabama got Hofstra. Okay. Hofstra, let's see. Hofstra 24-10. Speedy Claxton coaching at Hofstra. The Hawks played him last year, I think, in Little Rock. And then who's the other 13? Troy. Hey, I don't want no part of Troy. Troy's dang good now. I'm telling you right now. I watched from Troy this year, being in the Sun Belt, playing Arkansas State. I kept up with Troy. Troy went to USC, to Muss, and lost in like double overtime earlier this year. So don't sleep on Troy. That Troy-Nebraska game could be a little tricky.
So Nebraska's going to have some pressure on them. Never won a tournament.
Never won a game
in the history of the school. So there's going to be pressure there anyway. And just to go back real quick to our region, Arizona, they haven't been past the Sweet 16 in how many years did they say? A lot.
A long time.
And nobody from the West has won the national championship in
Arizona in 97. Arizona in 97.
So there's going to be some pressure there on Arizona getting to the, in the Sweet 16. So if we can get there, again, there's going to be some pressure there where we should be able to play pretty loose. And anyway, that was just another nugget I was going to throw out there.
For sure. So. Let's see. Let's look at around the SEC real quick. Tell you one I already like right off the bat is I like South Florida over Louisville.
That's one of my picks too.
Mikael Brown is not healthy. If he plays, he's not healthy. He may not even play. South Florida, obviously.
Coach Pinion.
Yeah.
Pinion getting a little dub.
Yeah. He was at A-State last year. Pinion and Coach Hodgson. And Nate Oates guy went to South Florida this year in his first year. He's got him as an 11 seed. So that's a dangerous game, I think. Let's see here. Georgia and St. Louis. St. Louis has been a darling all year, but I don't know. Mike White's done a good job at Georgia, but I just don't know if he can win the big game. But Georgia plays a style, an up-and-down style that they shoot a lot of threes. They play really fast. They're one of the only teams that plays faster than Arkansas in the SEC. And so, you can maybe get a Georgia-Michigan second-round game. Maybe they can make Michigan sweat. I don't know. Let's see. Alabama and Hofstra. Alabama should roll. Tennessee. Let's see. They get the 11 seed first four games. So
SMU, Miami, Ohio.
SMU, Miami, Ohio.
So either one of those could be a
Yeah,
problem.
I'll be curious about Miami of Ohio. I mean, congrats to them for going undefeated. Like until obviously they lost in the conference tournament, but
Mhm.
undefeated regular season, and I'll just be very curious to see. I don't know. They haven't played. I don't know if they played a Power Four team all year. I don't think they did. So, and not that SMU's good. SMU was the last team in the field.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I'd be curious to see how that plays out. Kentucky
Yeah.
and Santa Clara. I mean, I feel like they gave Kentucky a layup right there. Santa Clara was one of the bubble teams, finished third behind Gonzaga and St. Mary's. I feel like they gave Kentucky a layup, and they get to play in St. Louis. So BBN, the committee's taking care of you. Let's see, Texas A&M and St. Mary's. You know that A&M press style that's tricky. I don't know. I don't know what St. Mary's guard plays like. It's usually pretty good, but that'll be an interesting matchup.
I think they're a slow you down team. So I think that's complete
Yeah.
opposite styles of play. So it's going to be whoever can control the pace of play probably win that one.
Yep. Vandy and McNeese. I saw some McNeese love earlier. I don't know. Vandy. We're just a bad matchup for Vandy, obviously. We beat them double digits both times, but I mean, Vandy just beat Florida 20. They beat Tennessee twice before that. They've been playing really well. And so I don't know. But then, hey, one 5 seed is going to lose. I don't know who it's going to be, but there's going to be at least one. And then Florida obviously has
I'm gonna say it's Wisconsin. Now I don't know. Texas Tech being top of us. Apparently Akron's pretty good. Apparently.
Yeah, it could be Texas Tech. I know they've been topless. They've been playing pretty good without Toppin, but still, you need Toppin. And then Texas and NC State. Texas and NC State, the first 4 in Dayton. Your boy Will Wade got NC State there in year 1. I don't care what kind of person he is, y'all. Will Wade can coach. He can flat out coach. But yeah, so Sean Miller and Will Wade, that's two guys who've been in a little bit of trouble with the NCAA in the past. So yeah, that's what it looks like for the SEC in the tournament, man. I'm excited. We'll both have a bracket for you on Tuesday's pod. We'll fill out a bracket. And I'm not saying it'll be my official because I need more time than just 24 hours to get you a bracket, a really good bracket. But we will have a bracket for the pod on a Tuesday morning's release. Any other thoughts about the bracket, the matchups, anything else before we move on to the SEC champion Arkansas Razorbacks weekend?
Yeah, no, looks like a good field. It's all your blue bloods are there. That East region is
that's brutal.
I think they said there was 37 national championships in that region.
Really?
I mean,
for Duke being the number 1 overall seed too,
right. You got Duke. They gave them UConn as the 2, Michigan State is the 3, Kansas the 4, UCLA is the 7. So
St. John's has been rolling.
Yeah. So I would want whoever comes out of there probably gonna win the whole thing, honestly, because you're gonna have to, or may not, because you've been so beat down, you may not make it out of there alive. But yeah, that was a tough. I can't believe they did that to all of us. I mean, those are outside of Kentucky, those are your favorite March Madness teams historically.
Quick put you on the spot right here. Go through each region and give me a not top 3 seed who you think can make it to the Final Four of each region.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll go St. John's in the East. I'll go. The West is kind of weak. I guess I'm not top 3. I don't love Nebraska. I don't love Vandy. I definitely don't love North Carolina without Caleb Wilson.
Yep.
I guess I'll have to go Vandy. In the South. I'll go the Hogs, obviously, in the West. And a not top 3 seed in the Midwest. Dude, Virginia's a 3 seed, but they've looked pretty dang good. They almost beat Duke last night.
Yeah.
I know it's just kind of chalk, but Dude, Alabama's been there. They've been to the Final Four in the style they play. So,
Yeah.
I guess I know I just went with a bunch of 4 seeds. No, I went 2 4s and 2 5s. Yeah, give me Bama. Give me Bama.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no faith in Kansas or Louisville. Definitely not UCLA.
UCLA's been hot. UCLA's gotten hot.
Dude, Cronin's gonna just
I can't stand him.
Gonna gripe and complain. You got 2 of my least favorite coaches in the same region there. Between him and old UConn there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go St. John's as well.
Let me say this about TCU. TCU's sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Florida. Now, this was early, but they beat Florida, right? And then who else did they beat? Hold on.
Is that still Jamie Dixon down there?
Yeah, Jamie Dixon's still down there. They beat Florida. They lost to Michigan by 4 early in the year. They beat Wisconsin by 11. They've had their struggles in Big 12 play, but they beat Iowa State by 7. TCU, watch out for Jamie Dixon and the Horned Frogs. They may be able to upset.
I like Jamie Dixon. They got a hideous court, but they got a good coach. All right, in the South, let's see. Let's go. Gosh, I like Fred Hoiberg, but I can't trust a team that's never won a game. Shoot. I don't want to go the same as you, but
dude,
you went first.
Yeah.
I mean, Vanderbilt's playing good, and they've been fairly consistent all year. So, gosh, give me Vanderbilt.
As long as they're not playing the Arkansas Razorbacks anytime soon, they could win a lot of games.
Yeah. And then obviously, I love having a cuff. So give me Arkansas in the West, and then the Midwest. I don't trust Tennessee. Definitely don't trust Kentucky. I'm gonna have to go back. Can't trust Texas Tech. So you got to go Bama.
It's gotta be Bama. Just gotta be Bama.
So I hate to be the exact same. I don't want to be.
The last thing I'm going to say about this before we move on is, number one, I'm glad the committee gave us a 4. I feel like we earned it. I feel like our resume earned it. I feel like when you're neck and neck with another team, like we were with Vandy, we beat them twice. You couldn't put Vandy ahead of us if we were that close together.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Miami and Notre Dame in football. Like when you get down and they're that close, you just got to go with the head-to-head.
Mm-hmm.
But winning today could have hurt us in a couple ways, because Vandy's a 5 seed going to Oklahoma City. Okay. So they obviously got the better placement in terms of geography for fans, travel, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously I would not trade winning the SEC just to be closer to home, and get to play Nebraska in the second round, because I think Wisconsin, I know Nebraska is a better seed than Wisconsin, but I'm not scared of Nebraska. I'm not a team I'd be worried about. But Vandy got off pretty good for being a 5 seed, I feel like, to say the least. But yeah, I mean, I know, so the top 4 seeds, we talked about it a while ago. It's called a protected seed if you're a top 4 seed. You're pretty much supposed to be, you're guaranteed not to have a geographic disadvantage if you're a top 4 seed. That doesn't mean they're going to send you to a geographic place that's close. You're just not going to have to play, like Miami's a 7, they're playing Missouri at St. Louis.
Yeah.
You won't get put in that situation is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so let me see if anybody sticks out like they got the raw end of that deal. Well, Lord, ESPN's bracket doesn't even have the locations on them, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But yeah, so anyways, I wouldn't trade it for the world, obviously, winning an SEC championship, but it didn't help us geographically. We could have been closer probably if we would have got beat.
Yeah. But hey, Hey, Wisconsin already had a bad trip to Oregon this year, so
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
I'm just here to find all the positives. So
That's right. Now, let me also say this. When this came out, Arkansas was supposed to play on Thursday at 1 o'clock Central. That's 11 o'clock Portland time, okay? And that has since changed. We now play at 3:25 Central. I don't know if that's, I'm sure it has, but that doesn't happen. They don't just say, hey, you're playing here. And somebody got on the phone with somebody. You're not going to convince me it's not the Calipari effect. Somebody got on the phone with somebody and said, listen, we played on Sunday today. You're already putting us on the first day. We should be playing on Friday. If you're going to put us on the first day, you should have only going to put us at 11 a.m. local time.
Yeah.
When we already have to make the farthest travel, play the earliest game on the shortest rest, and we're a protected seed, no, that's BS. So somebody made a phone call and somebody listened.
Yeah.
So bravo to however that played out, of getting that done. And like I said, I honestly think that's the Calipari effect. I really do. Really quick, I know I said we're going to move on 14 times from this, and we haven't moved on yet. Opening line. You got any guesses?
For Arkansas, Hawaii?
Yep.
Arkansas 8.5.
Arkansas -15.
Oh, okay.
Eee. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I don't care if it's a 4-13 game.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. In Portland, Arkansas is a 15-point favorite. We have a total of 161. Real quick here in the chat, Matthew Pinson with a let's go. Matt Pinson, what's up, my man? Searcy County representing Marshall, Arkansas. Matt Pinson. And Marcus Carlton again. Not the Hogs' fault. Those other teams' top seeds lost in the SEC. Yeah, for sure. Like, we did what they couldn't. So good on us. It's not like OU and Ole Miss beat a bunch of chumps. They beat a bunch of tournament teams. And then he also has Louisville on upset alert. South Florida. I think that's going to be the most popular pick, I think, is South Florida upset Louisville. Let's see. Hogs -15 against Hawaii. Let me go over the other 4 seeds here. Nebraska is a 13-point favorite against Troy. I may take Troy in the points. Just saying. Wisconsin, 10-point favorite over High Point. Vandy -11.5 against McNeese. Boy, some big spreads. Big spreads. Ooh, St. Mary's, 2.5-point favorite against A&M. Let's see here. Kentucky, 4.5-point favorite against Santa Clara. Texas Tech, 7.5 versus Akron.
That one's tempting too.
Kind of like Akron. Bama, 14-point favorite against Hofstra. So they think we're going to beat Hawaii worse than Bama beats Hofstra. Vegas does. Or Vegas obviously is trying to get money on both sides. They don't care who wins. Let's see here. Any other? Kansas -14.5. So pretty much all the four seeds are between 13 and 15-point favorites according to Las Vegas. So anyways, there will be upsets. There will be big money line payouts on some of these. So if you think there's going to be an upset, don't just pick it on your bracket. Get on your local sports betting site and go ahead and get Troy plus 500 or whatever it'll be, plus 400. All right, real quick, let's talk about your SEC champion Arkansas Razorbacks. 3 games in 3 days. First 2 days were not pretty wins. They were actually very frustrating wins. Obviously beat Oklahoma, then beat Ole Miss in overtime. Not going to sit here and completely harp on those 2 games as much as we're going to talk about winning today. But I've seen a couple really good tweets. I know Kentucky fans don't care. We're past Cal. Yeah, they are not happy. They are not happy that Cal came in year 2 as won an SEC championship. at Arkansas. Apparently, Johnny Manziel was courtside today, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
He was talking up Acuff. Apparently, cover your ears, little kids. Apparently, Johnny Manziel sized up Tyler Nickel one time, or Acuff sized him up, and Manziel, you can hear him saying, cook his ass, Acuff." Typical Johnny football.
Mhm.
And then Stephen A. Smith, I'm just going through some tweets that caught my eye. Acuff is so damn special. He's up there for sure. Reminds me of Allen Iverson. Whatever it takes, he can get the job done. But he's the real deal. Arkansas is loaded. So getting some love there from Stephen A. Jay Billis already told you. He said that Darius Acuff's one of those players, generational player that can just single-handedly carry a team to the Final Four or to a national championship. So, yeah, excited. Hogs getting a lot of publicity, obviously, a lot of national recognition, getting some love. Who knew John Calipari's not washed up? John Calipari can still coach basketball. John Calipari can still win at the highest level. The game is not passed Cal by, like everybody was saying when he came to Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Just thoughts from the game today, from the SEC tournament as a whole.
Yeah, I'm trying to like put it into words. Like I kind of alluded to it on the last pod that I was on. That I wasn't really worried or concerned or even like excited about winning the SEC championship in basketball, just because I've always kind of been the one that's like you kind of need that last loss to motivate you to make a run in the big tournament. But then I was like, man, you know how hard it is to put 6 games together against anyone, especially in March and in March Madness. And it's, again, all about matchups. But I'm like, man, how special is it to just go win an SEC championship, especially we've only done it one time back in 2000. And had another elite freshman on that team. So, I was super. I don't know. I woke up this morning, went to church, and then was like, man, this is the dumbest thought ever to like not root for us to win the SEC championship. But I don't know. I guess I was just comfortable that we were already going to be in the tournament and just didn't really care about the result. But man, once you're in it, and then especially when it kind of did line up for you to have a good. Of course, everybody thought Florida was going to be there easily, and so I didn't like our chances there. But yeah, once it started lining up, I got really excited about it, and then I was super excited to be in front of the TV today. So yeah, just an awesome game, awesome feeling just to see confetti and a big trophy. People talking about Arkansas today. It's it's a lot of fun, and doesn't happen every day. And so yeah, just super appreciative and super excited. We were screaming at our house, so it was fun.
For sure. Yeah, it was a great game, man. Back and forth the whole game, really. Seems like every time the Hogs made a run, Vandy came back. Tyler Nickel hit a 3, which for the love of God, I don't know how you let him get a 3 off. I mean, just so frustrating how he got so many clean looks.
Let me ask you this from a coach's perspective.
Yeah.
What is Malik Thomas doing that it seems like every time he's the on-ball defender that the three ball goes in? Yeah.
The Vanderbilt's first 4 threes were all on Malik Thomas.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter who it was. It didn't matter, like, he'd be get switched up on guard a different guy, and that's the guy that hit a 3. And
he fouled, what's his name on the first one?
Yeah, he just has no he's just always late he's always late on his closeouts. Like, he closes out too short, obviously. Like, he's got a high hand, but it's one of those false high hands. Like, it's not really affecting anything because you're not close enough. And then he just gets screened too easy. He gets freaking screened way too easy. And I love Leak. Lord, he had 29 against Ole Miss, like, back this. But, I mean, he gets screened way too easy. And he's got to jump to the ball better. He's got to be in better position before he gets screened to get through the screens. And the bottom line is he's just got to get stronger.
Yeah.
He's got to blow through those screens.
He's lanky. Yeah.
Man, I would love for one more year with Leak. And I don't I won't be mad at him. If he's a first-round draft pick, he can go pro, whatever. But if
Sure.
he's not a first-round pick, man, I think if we can get his NIL up a little bit, he come get one more year of being the dude, another year of development with Cal. But, yeah, defensively, he's just he's a liability. That's the only way to put it is he's a liability defensively.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so Acuff got off to a slow start. And then I think it all turned when he got hit in the face on that flagrant. It kind of pissed him off. He got hit in the face. And he just turned it up. He started hitting some threes. Obviously, that one falling out of bounds three he hit was just stupid.
Dude, insane.
They're just crazy. But, yeah, 30 points, 11 assists on the national stage for Darius Acuff. Everybody watching, NBA scouts. It was just unbelievable performance. Trevin Brazile. Everybody knows what Trevin is. Trevin's an X factor. 4 threes, 9 rebounds again.
The last 5 minutes of the game today was just incredible to watch him.
Yeah, so happy for Trevin and how he's playing right now.
Literally felt like he got like the Mario star. And was just like he couldn't do anything wrong other than missing the dunk going down the court.
And he was just trying to poster at that point in the game. Otherwise, he would have shot a layup. But, yeah, he hits a 3. He gets a big block shot. Then he comes down and hits another 3. He got 9 rebounds. Yeah, dude, just TB, man. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Give me that TB all just in the tournament every game. Just give me that energy. It's your last run, dude. Give it to me.
That's right. Billy, 18 points. Had some nice, he loves that corner cut for that alley-oop dunk. Got downhill a few times, hit a couple threes, stretching out the D. Nick Pringle did not score, but it was his best basketball game of the season. Dude, Pringle was everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Defensively, flying around. He got 6 rebounds.
Got on the floor a couple times.
Yeah, dude. Nick Pringle, dude, I'm so proud, Nick. Needed it today in the worst way. He did so good. And then our boy DJ, just freaking love DJ. I know he's not had the best year. I know his roles change, but it's the X factor, man. DJ, the X factor, coming in, if he's hitting open catch and shoot threes, when people dig in on Darius, if he can just catch and shoot, hit threes, get downhill a couple times, be a lockdown defender. I honestly believe DJ and Trevin are the two that have got to, are going to make and break us against Wisconsin and Arizona. It's going to come down to those two guys. So,
yeah.
But yeah, great game. It was 74-70. No, 74-72. And we outscored them 12-3 the last 2 minutes of the game. Just blew it open. So, so much fun. So much fun to watch. So, like we said, second championship ever for the Hogs, SEC championship. We talk about not ruining Darius Acuff, what he is, and hopefully we get to enjoy the moment with a player like Acuff. And I don't know, when you think of just trying to get the most out of having someone like Acuff in this season, if we get beat by Arizona in the Sweet 16, can we be mad? We won the SEC championship.
Yeah.
I know Sweet 16 is not ideal, but
even if we only make it to the round of 32 this year, then having the SEC championship in your back pocket, it's a fun season. It's a good season. We've had some great games, some great moments. Probably the game of the decade, probably in a loss, no less. So So I'm not gonna, unless we lose to Hawaii, knock on wood, that we don't do that. But anything short of that, I think you could look on this year as it was a lot of fun. So
yeah. Anyways, congrats to the Hogs. Really excited. I had 5 other things I wanted to get to, but we'll get to them Tuesday. We've been going almost an hour live. Special occasion, obviously. Fill out your brackets. Tell us who you got winning the national championship. Thanks to everybody who jumped in here. Marcus and Matt, thanks for the comments. I know Marcus does a podcast over in Northeast Arkansas. He does a couple podcasts. So Everybody go listen to Marcus and his podcast. Anyways, anything else before we hop off of here?
No, I'm gonna try to get to a 1 hour nap in before the baby wakes up again. So I'll be good to hop off and be back on Tuesday. So
sounds good. Well, we appreciate everybody for jumping in with us and listening. Like I said, we don't go live very often, but you can obviously watch it while we're not live. So tell a friend about us. Get your brackets filled out. Let us know who you got winning. And we will be back on Tuesday. Take us home, Andrew.
stay classy, never yield. Go Hogs, SEC champs.
SEC champ.